Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Wednesday, June 18, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, public officers cause momentary disruption at PGIA. Government side negotiator insists government can only grant what it can afford. NTUCB plans press conference for Thursday, and minister says fiscal incentives working for Belize too. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's quality and savings.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. We will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
Whether the job is big or small, every super handy dad needs the right tools. And at Brothers Habet and Habet, we have what you need. Enjoy super savings all June, like 15% off all power tools and hand tools, 25% off track car batteries, Eureka Vats, and Pisaforte towels, 25% off Penta Decon and discontinued colors, 30% off Valspar, and 40% off Dutch Boy paints. Plus, we're giving away $200 to 6 lucky Super Handy Dads. Every $50 you spend gets you a chance to win. So this year, give Dad his best gift yet from Brothers Habet and Habet. Come in or reach out today. Happy Father's Day to all Super Handy Dads.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be a live performance of Racindio. Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall, special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Belize Diaspora 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center. Don't miss it.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. There was tension at the Philip Golson International Airport this morning as members of the Public Service Union, PSU, protested at the parking lot. When President Dean Flowers arrived, he was blocked from entering the compound, and subsequently his vehicle and 2 others, including that of journalist Jules Vasquez, were locked. This caused a disruption in the flow of traffic because the union members insisted they would not leave until the vehicles were unlocked. The move was part of the continued action of the 3 public sector workers union, who continue to demand an 8.5% salary increase. Eventually, traffic was starting to back up, and a group of tourists who were being taken to the airport by bus were forced to walk the remaining distance due to the demonstration. Eventually, the vehicles were unlocked, but Flowers says they will be back. Also participating in the protest was NTUCB Senator Glenn Field Dennison.
It is important that the government understand that the PGIA will be our new stamping grounds. We will return here. The right here, so all the excitement will happen until justice is served and public officers are given what they are due. They need to get their financial czar, to go out there and find the money that is owed to us. Because the PGIA, we will return here. This will become our new stamping ground. Because the international community need to know that when they come to Belize, then they contribute to a corrupt system. And so, if they want we continue disrupting the tourism sector, whether in the fleece right now, if they don't want we disrupt it, they need to also do the right thing. Give the public officers what is due to them. Give the public officers what they have worked for. And address governance issues in this country. And so if they think that today are the only time we can come back here until this impasse is resolved, they're wrong. And to those officers who don't even appreciate the fact that the fight that we're engaging in, which is to fix a corrupt and broken system that is paying them pittance. It's a shame that they act so quickly to lock these vehicles which are on public byways. And the Belizean people need to understand, and we can't continue to allow these millionaires who have gotten rich off our backs continue to treat us like puppets and go with the turn against each other like this, man. I was requested to do some office visit at the PGIA. I am carrying out my legal responsibility as president of this union. It is not my fault that the Brisbane administration is afraid for the visitors of this country to be informed of the oppressive administration that he's administering. Their tourist dollars is going in the pockets of a concession company who is exploiting a contract that was recently renewed. He needs to say that to the tourists. He needs to justify that. No, he can deny me from pick up my people there because he sees me as a threat. The biggest threat is cabinet. That is where the deals are being brokered. That is where the contracts are being signed. And so I don't know no threat. As a matter of fact, I have to fight to make the custom officer, the immigration officer, the Met Office officers who I just met with, those Met officers, if them people would have take one stand, the injustice that is being levied on them, the civil aviation people, then we can get one simple upgrade. There's a lot to say about the officers that are providing a very essential services here. And like I said to them this morning, it is in your hands. The government has about 10 more days. And I love the commitment that I got from the officers up here today. And I will register that today with the visitors who they come off the plane, including the people where they know I'm going to pick up.
They stopped me too.
They stopped you?
They tried to stop me, and then I told them about unlawful detention, and the senior police officers had them open the barrier.
That you're being barred entry from a public space?
Of course. And this gate doesn't mean this is public access. People are allowed to go in and out here, but to do what the airport is here for.
But it's also an airport, and they have to meet security standards.
No, correct.
You can't do a protest at an airport.
We are not protesting. We are being restricted from driving.
You have a protest sign, Senator.
The NTUCB has informed that it will hold a press conference on Thursday. Minister of State Chris Koyi says the government team which negotiates with the unions will be instructed by Cabinet on the way forward regarding the joint unions negotiating team's latest communication on their request for an 8.5% salary increase. Cabinet is expected to meet until next Tuesday as the Prime Minister has been out of the country. Koyi continues to insist that the government can only give what it can afford.
Ultimately, we can only do what we can afford. So the finances, reviewing the finances, looking at what makes economic sense, what makes financial sense, not just for today, but for tomorrow and further into the future, is what we have to have account of before any adjustments can be made. What is clear is that we can afford what was proposed in the second proposal.
And was that, as the teachers read it, that it was including the 4% linked to the pension changes and so pension reform?
I think the pension reform propositions, that's been on the table, that's been ongoing, a part of the ongoing discussions between the government and the joint unions for a couple of years now. There's been quite a bit of analysis analysis. But what is absolutely clear, certainly what I've seen, is there has been miscommunication, if not misinformation, being provided to the public by the joint unions so far as what the reform proposals constitute. There is no proposition that all existing public officers and teachers will immediately have to pay 5% contribution. That's totally inaccurate. What is in fact the case, and what is being put on as the proposition, is an incremental move from non-contributory to a contributory pension plan. There is no non-contributory pension plan for public officers in the entirety of the Caribbean and Latin America. It's a total anomaly that it continues to exist in Belize. But at the same time, I think the government recognizes that it has to be a process. There has to be a process, both in relation to contribution rate, in relation to retirement age, and in relation to the replacement rate. In relation to the contribution rate, what through the analysis done by both the SSB actuary and the IMF is that contribution pension or contributor pension scheme be introduced in an incremental way over a period of 10 years, with a 0.5% increment being introduced each year until you reach the 5% at the end of 10 years.
The minister would not accept either way that they are trying the salary increase to pension reform.
That salary increase request happened after the CEOs got their increase.
Right. That's why there is an interest in getting the pension reform done.
Yeah, but you're making it contingent too in your letter.
No, I think what the letter speaks to is a process similar like what is proposed on the salary increase. What is, I think, needs to be clarified is that the government agreed to the entirety of the salary increase, the full 8.5%. The government fully agreed to the 8.5% salary increase, just that it be introduced in a phased manner, in a way that the government or the fiscal finances can afford. So it's not that there is any effort to try and not reach some resolution. There is, but and in largely in terms that has been requested, but it can only be done in a way that we can afford.
The public sector workers' unions have turned their attention to the significant sums in fiscal incentives that are awarded to the developers behind multi-million-dollar investments, primarily from foreigners. They say if these incentives were reduced, the country could remain with more revenue. They are asking for a review of just how much is being lost in incentives. Today, we asked Minister of State Chris Coie if government would be keen to change this framework.
For every concession that is given, particularly through the Beltrade process, the fiscal concessions that are granted, Beltrade, or the Investment and Policy Unit from the Ministry of Investment, conducts a revenue neutrality analysis. And on the basis of that revenue neutrality analysis, a determination is made only, or a recommendation is made only when there is a net positive tax revenue to the government. So all those concessions actually have a positive effect, even in connection with government revenues. But beyond that, you can see what has transpired over the past few years, that foreign direct investment is at its highest in history. So certainly that foreign direct investment means investment in our economy, which means more business, more employment, and more commercial activity, which is a reason why you see our economy growing at rates never seen before. In 2024, our economic growth rate was at 8.2%. when in the history do you see consistent growth rates like that? And likewise, our unemployment rate is, not only our unemployment rate, but our employment rate are at historic lows. When you see that, that's because we're generating confidence to invest in the Belizean economy, and because of that, you have commercial activity that generates employment. So I think there are tremendous positives by the efforts of this government in encouraging investment, whether domestic or foreign, whether small or large.
On Monday, the Minister of Agriculture reported that the sugar industry may fall $53 million short this season. He has described it as a serious crisis and has already sounded the alarm about what can be expected next year. In fact, he has questioned if we will even have an industry by 2027. Today, when our colleagues caught up with the minister, he put into perspective how the shortage this season will impact other areas.
We have to be very sincere with the farmers, stakeholders, as to where we are with the industry. And we're not in a very good place. We're in a very sad state right now. In a sad, such a state that we don't know the outcome of next year. The crop is winding down. If you look at the weather, I think we have 2 days of rainfall, and that's it for the crop. It's over. So we will end up with, 825, maybe 835, maybe the most 840,000 tons of sugarcane, which is a drop of 120,000 tons compared to last year. We will be short of 23,000 tons of sugar. We will be short of $53 million this year. And so it is not a good place to be. Now, what does this mean? People say it's only numbers. No, these numbers have serious implications. Taking into consideration also that the price of sugar has gone down. The last estimate to farmers is at $54. Compared to last year, it was $87. That's already a significant drop in the price. And the other concern is the amount of sugar will be available. We have 12,000 tons sold locally, 15,000 tons. We should have that for local consumption. Look at the availability of bagasse. If you have less, 50%, if you have 600,000 tons, that's half of what you had in bagasse last year. So we'll have less bagasse. Bagasse is used to generate energy supplied to the national grid. So there will be a serious problem.
After the break, voir dire begins to determine admissibly of Vivian Ramnere's statement. Stay with us.
Good game, bro. Good game. Come back tomorrow, make us school up again. See that 3 pointer that way on the calf, right? Only one on it. Hola. Boy, you alright?
Something wrong, yeah?
Something have to wrong because you're well distracted.
No, man, at the top of the street light. The one there around my areas, nice and pretty. Watch how this one look dull and orange.
Because this one, the HPS. So if you see any other old fixture, report it to BL, and BL will change it to the bright LED one. Then you see one where they talk about, just like that.
But how you do that?
The thing easy. Make I show you something. All you need for do, that go in your BL app and click the option where say street light fault, enter your location, put in the 7-digit number from the pole, press report, and left the rest to BL.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Have an old fixture? Report it today using our BEL 24/7 app, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Welcome to Design Depot, where you'll find premium quality products from trusted brands, all in one place. Visit us today for quality products, expert service, and the brands you trust. Design Depot, all in one place.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. When I this daily? For 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be a live performance of Racindio. Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall, special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Police Dashboard 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Powell Convention Center. Don't miss it.
The voir dire to determine the admissibility of the statement made by Vivian Ramirez prior to her death from gunshot injuries started today before High Court Justice Nigel Pilgrim. Accused former police corporal Elmer Na was indicted on 4 counts, 3 for murder and 1 for attempted murder. He pled not guilty to all. Present in court for the session was Special Prosecutor Terrence Williams, who informed of his intention to call a handful of witnesses, starting with former scenes of crime technician Barrington Montero. Prior to the start of the witness testimony, Williams, in an opening statement, affirmed that there is sufficient visual evidence and circumstantial evidence to confirm that it was Na who committed the 3 murders. He narrated that what transpired and remarked that the case is unusual due to the existence of video evidence of the crime, and also that the perpetrator was seen in the footage wearing a lighting device on his head, and when Na was detained, he had on a similar device. Williams noted that in her recorded statement, Vivian identified the shooter as Elmer Na. Relatives of the murder victims were present in court for the session. 55-year-old Victor Kowa, a construction worker of Southside Belize City, has been charged with attempted rape and harm of a 5-year-old. The mother reported to police that on Sunday, June 15, she reached home after 10 p.m. to hear her child screaming in the living room. She then saw a man choking the minor as he attempted to rape her. Kowa was arraigned and has been remanded to prison. Down south, residents of the Placencia Peninsula have organized to protest a rally for tomorrow to bring awareness to an environmental issue and to pressure the government to act. They are crying foul after the southern half of the peninsula started showing signs of erosion. According to the residents, the main cause of the erosion is a beachside marina at the Placencia Hotel and Residences, which was constructed years ago. Businessman and community activist Omar Sierra shared more information on the erosion.
So what's happening up in the Placencia Hotel area? There has been a marina that was put in place about 10 years ago, could be a bit more. What has happened is, so there's like 2 things happening simultaneously. One, there's the marina that's in place. So the north end of the marina kind of comes in contact with the beach. And then the second thing that's happening is naturally sediments and sand flows southward and replenishes and maintains the coast and the beach of all the communities south of this marina. Maya Beach, Saint Bite, and further down here in Placencia. And so a problem like this occurs because the marina basically traps and collects that flow of sand, in this case, that would otherwise normally flow downwards and replenish and maintain the beach down the peninsula. And so what is happening is the developer, the owner of this project, he has been collecting all the built up sand for years. And like I said, he's a developer, so he's selling it to island development and his own projects that he's using this sand, collecting it and using it for his personal gain. And in so doing, it's damaging. And I'm sure the country has heard in the previous weeks about how much of a problem we're having even for as far south as Placencia with erosion. You see, a problem like this with the marina being put in place would not occur the first year the marina was put in place, or maybe not even the second year. This is a long-term problem that is now showing its ugly head all the way down here at the tip of the peninsula in Placencia.
The residents are not totally against the marina, but are pushing for a modification that would not prevent sediments from flowing southwards. They would also like for the developer, government officials, and representatives from the village councils on the peninsula to meet to discuss this issue.
There are other things that help cause erosion that has been happening along the peninsula, and we've come together as a community and remove illegal rock placements, because some beach property owners illegally place rocks along parallel to the beach so that they save their property from erosion, but in turn create erosion south of their property. So it's not really helping the situation, it's actually making it worse while just saving their property. So I think the problem lies really with the marina there in front of the Placencia Hotel. And we're thinking if that marina is somewhat modified, not connecting to the main beach, therefore no longer collecting the sediments and preventing it from flowing southward. I think if that happens, then I think we would see an improvement in the beach quality and the stability of the beach. From looking at the situation, it seems like the developers of this project, they just have free will to do whatever they want. I mean, their videos, and I believe as far as recent as yesterday, they were like equipment literally in the water in front of the beach. That is something that we, as far as I know, I'm not a liar or really a professional environmentalist, but as far as I know, that something like that shouldn't happen. So as far as the ministry, I haven't heard anything from them. At this protest later on, it would be amazing to see somebody from the ministry to join the community or have enough decorum whereby village council members from both St. Bite Village and Placencia Village, the developer, and perhaps members from the ministry could come to some meeting where everybody is under the same roof and we get to find out exactly why is this developer giving this privilege and this permission to do what he's doing.
Community members of late have been very proactive when it comes to protecting their environment and livelihoods. This has fueled their sense of community power, and their protest tomorrow will take place near the Placencia Hotel. Sierra said that even Belizeans who don't live on the peninsula can show solidarity.
Like I said earlier, where people who own beachfront properties line their beachfront with these rocks. And when we realized that removing those rocks could solve the issue at hand then, and it worked. So then when the community came out together in numbers and literally came and removed the rocks, and there was backlash from the property owners. And so with this same fuel and this same mindset, that is why recently there was a protest to try and save and make awareness about the potential sale of a very valuable and important beachfront to Placencia, the Point area. And now we're taking that same energy up to the Placencia and protest, because if we sit down in our homes and post a comment on Facebook or just chat with each other, nothing really happens. But when you come out in numbers and show yourself and let them know that, hey, we're tired of this, give us back our beach, give us back what's ours. I think that's important, and it also helps to fuel the whole community, not only Placencia Village proper, just you have Placencia Village and St. Bite, and they're working together with both village councils to get more numbers out and support this cause. Everybody comes to Placencia and really enjoy it, specifically for the beaches. So even though Belizeans might not be able to join this protest, it's going to be streamed live and shared. So the more people talk about it, the more people share it, it just raises more awareness. So I think that's one easy way how Belizeans outside of Placencia can help. The more we talk about it and the more we share it and the more we make it an issue, because it is an issue, that helps.
In other news, if the sugar industry in Belize wasn't already going through enough struggles as it is, the world market price for sugar has dropped significantly since last year. Still, Agriculture Minister Hosemai is adamant that the ministry will find a way to help the industry bounce back.
Prices on the world market have dropped from $94 last year, which was the price paid out from $87 paid to farmers. Today we're talking about $54. That's a serious drop. So there are many problems.
After the break, Belize Cancer Society launches strategic plan at AGM. Stay tuned.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards you'll actually want: extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. We will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
Earn B-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it Again! Police Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be live performance. Racindio, Destiny Wadney is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall. Special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Police Dashboard 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center. Don't miss it.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. We will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
The Belize Cancer Society, BCS, today held their annual general meeting at the Inspiration Center in Belize City. The society celebrated their accomplishments over the past year, but also set their eyes on the years ahead. President of the BCS, Kim Simplis Barrow, said that they also had a soft launch of their strategic plan for the next 5 years. She said they will be focusing on prevention.
The Belize Cancer Society just had its annual general meeting where we presented our accomplishments, challenges for the year 2024-2025. Some major accomplishments which I'm sure you have seen a lot of advocacy in terms of our cancer forums, the Let's Talk Breast Cancer and the cervical cancer, and the men's forum talking about all the types of cancer that affects men and their mental health. We also launched our strategic plan 2025-2030. We did a soft launch actually of that plan. In terms of the BCS strategic plan, we certainly want to focus on prevention. We want to focus on education. You will see over the next year, the BCS will be a lot more involved with schools, doing educational talk to our young people, both young women and young men. I think it's so very important that we talk about prevention, that we talk about healthy living. It's key to preventing cancer. Detecting cancer at an early stage puts all of us at a better stage of a treatment of cure. And that's what we're aiming for.
The focus this year is on cancer prevention, but they will also reintroduce themselves to the public. Simplice Barrow lamented that many do not seek their services, and she feels it may be due to the lack of general knowledge with what they have to offer.
I think one of the challenges that I would say people face with the Cancer Society is that they don't really know what we do, right? And so we have to be out there. We have to be educating the public what it is that we do. We are an education center. We are a resource center. We are a navigation center for persons who have been diagnosed with cancer. So you come to us and we help you navigate through your cancer diagnosis the best way we possibly can with the limited resources that we have. That's what we do. So we have to continue to educate, advocate, and agitate for the improvement of services and care for our cancer patients.
As they prepare to hold their second annual Men's Forum in July, Simplice Barrow spoke of the difficulty in getting men to visit the doctor and otherwise seek out healthcare services. She said that during the forum, men are taught about preventative care and the different types of cancers that usually affect men.
So last year we had a men's forum where it was strictly on men cancer. We had doctors, we had professionals talking about the different preventative measures and the different types of cancers and intervention and getting men to the doctor. That is the most difficult thing that we encounter. Men don't take care of their health as well as they should. And so we want to address more of that. In fact, in July, we're having the second annual Men's Forum. And we're inviting everyone who is really interested in learning more about cancers and taking care of themselves to attend that meeting.
On Thursday of last week, the Belize Cancer Society launched their new Hope support group for cancer patients. BCS President Kim Simplice Barrow explained that it is a safe space for patients and survivors to share their stories and offer guidance and hope. She said both men and women are welcomed.
Yes, so the Hope Support Group, we launched it on a Thursday last week. And it's a support group that's open to everyone. It's cancer patients, their families, supporters, caregivers. So it's open. At that meeting, we elected a chair, which is Ms. Andrea Ely, a vice chair, which is Mrs. Janine Catus, and the second vice chair, which is Ms. Barbara. And these people will lead in collaboration with us, in partnership with us, with the BCS, the Cancer Support Group Hope. It is really to provide a safe space for those who attend, that they can share their stories. It's not just for women, it's open to men, to women, to everyone. And we want it to be an inclusive group. That support group really is there to help, again, with sharing their stories, with empowering others, with guiding other cancer patients and survivors. And that's very important. That's very important for us.
And finally, the Belize Cancer Society did a soft launch of their new website today. It's at belizecancersociety.org. BCS President Kim Simplice Barrow explained that the site will offer information but will soon be used to help the society with their fundraisers.
So we did, as we're doing a soft launch of the website, of course, today. So you can now access our website at www.belizecancersociety.org. That's a long story, but we finally have it up and running. It's a beautiful site. We're hoping to do a lot more with that site. It just won't be an information site, but it will be a tool for fundraising for us as well.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another news broadcast. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.